If you've been around for a while, you know that I thrift a lot of books, and consequently, I read a lot of books. So I decided to take a week and read only books that I have thrifted and see if they're good or if I bought a lemon. Hello! Alright, let's get started on this week of reading my thrifted books, but first I want to show you, I literally have no bookshelves in my room. I talked about this in a recent vlog, and I am moving soon, so I'm going to be getting new bookshelves, but let me show you guys where I have stored all of these thrifted books because I literally have so many. So many books, so let's talk about it. First up down here, we have this little book cart. This is where I keep a lot of my books that I am like currently reading or I want to start reading soon. So this is actually where we will pull from for this video of books because those are my ones that I'm like really wanting to read. I also have this mirror right here, and behind the mirror, we have stacks of books. In my closet right here, books up there, if you can see them, there they are in this drawer of my nightstand. And then I have more books that are in storage that I'm not gonna take out because I'm gonna be moving, so I might as well keep them in their box right here. But let's talk about books that we're gonna read for today's video. Okay, so starting off with this book right here. This is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I believe I got this from the DI, and this one I believe I got for like $2, and I'm actually already halfway through this book because I was reading it for another video. But oh my gosh, so good. And I literally I started reading it yesterday, and I got 50% of the way through yesterday, and I think I could probably finish it or get really close to finishing it today. So we'll start off with this one and finish reading this one, but I also have more in here. The book that I really want to get through during this video is this book right here. So this one is a little beat up already. I kind of ruined it down here, but this is Call Me By Your Name by Andre Aciman or Ackerman. I don't know how you say the last name. I'll have to look it up. But this one is actually pretty short. It's 240 pages, so I can probably get through this like very quickly. Honestly, I could probably get through it in one day. I don't know if I will, just because of timing, and I have a job, so I have to work at some point. Well, I'm really excited to read this. This is a book that was also turned into a movie. Timothée Chalamet plays the main character, I believe, in the movie. So I'm excited to read this. I've had a friend that recently read it, and he said that he cried and cried. It was so good. So that is also a book that we have on the docket for the week. And honestly, I don't really know what other books I want to read. I know I definitely want to get through these two first. So we'll kind of just go from there. And then if I can finish both of them in this week, then we'll go and pick more later on. But that's what I'm working on or working with right now are these two. So we'll go ahead and get reading with this one because it's so good. This is a thriller, and you know me, I just love a good thriller. So yeah, let's get reading.
I would say we were good together. I would say we had fun, but our trails will never run forever. Yeah. Something else is on your mind, like everything that's good in life always comes to an end. We're letting go, drifting apart.
Alright, hello. I promise that I don't usually wear outfits like this. I had to come home from the library where I was reading The Family Upstairs and change because I'm heading to a little party right now where we have to wear dressing fancy. But I did finish this at the library, so let's talk about it real quick. Absolutely insane. Such a good book. I really like thrillers. I'm a big thriller person, so I can read through them pretty quickly. And what I liked about this one is that the whole time, like even up until the very end, I was very skeptical of everyone. I wasn't sure what the intentions of anyone was, and so up until the end, I was like, I wasn't sure if, I just had no clue what was going to happen. So that was kind of fun to kind of be guessing the entire time and to not really be sure of what was going to actually happen. It like totally ends on a cliffhanger a little bit as well, which is like, come on. I wish that she had a sequel to this. I don't think she does. I think it was supposed to kind of end on like a what the heck. So there's that book. I have rated this, I would say 4.25 stars. I found it really good. Also, Colleen Hoover, who's written some amazing books, some of my favorite books, she rated this book 5 stars, and she put it on Goodreads and talked about how she literally read it in one whole sitting. So I have to say it comes with very highly ranked reviews. So I am going to now, I have to head to my party, but I have Call Me By Your Name, which is the next book on the list, and I'm going to start reading this when I get home from my little party tonight, and then we can see what that's all about, because I really I don't really have any clue. I think it is a like gay romance novel or something, but I decided to get to reading it.
And I know that it's over. Got the look on your face. It's so hard to explain, but the worst is the pain when you pronounce my name. And you say, Gloria, please, don't cry for me. Oh, Gloria, please, don't cry for me.
All right, hi everyone, it's the next day. Last night after my little party that I went to, my roommates and I ended up going to our pool and just kind of hanging out, and I brought Call Me By Your Name there and I started reading it, and I'm only 30 pages in, okay? Like I haven't gotten a lot of reading done, but I'm just I'm a little confused. I'm not really sure. I don't even think we know like our main character's name at all. I don't think we really know too much about anybody, but the synopsis that we've gotten so far from this book is that this family, the main person in there is like a boy. I think he's maybe a teenager, possibly young adult, but I think he's like a teenager. And they have somebody come and live with them every single summer. And this year it's this guy who's about 10 years older than him. And he realizes that he's like falling in love with this guy. And so far it's just kind of exploring like their relationship of like getting to know each other. Very, very interesting. I'm not really sure how I feel about it so far, just because I just feel like I'm just really confused about what's going on. Like it just seems to kind of be a little bit all over the place, and like new details keep emerging and you're like, wait, like what? But I just want to really be able to like get sucked in, and so far I'm not really sucked into it yet, so we'll see what happens.
Self-confident girl, guess you really need to be with her. She's so clever and so strong. Will you really need to meet her? All men are obsessed. It's a pure necessity to worship her.
All right, everyone, we are a couple of hours later in the day. I'm actually here at the nail salon to get my nails done because I'm going on a cruise in just a couple of days and I wanted to have something kind of fun for my cruise. Anyway, I actually got Call Me By Your Name on audiobook today. I actually just like pulled up on my like library app for me to check out, and so I checked it out and I am now about 3 hours into the book. My only like big issue I have with the audiobook, well, I have two issues. The first one is that Armie Hammer, who plays like the main character in the movie, he narrates the book, but he just does not have any fun like inflection in his voice. Like it's pretty dry and just kind of monotone the entire time. The second thing is that the book doesn't have any chapters. It's just split into parts, and so each part is like 80 plus pages, and so trying to find where you're at, like if you read the book and then you switch over to audiobook, it's really hard to try to find where you're at because you're skipping through like 3+ hours of like content for each part. That's kind of annoying, but other than that, it's been okay so far. I don't think I love the book, but that's just probably more of an issue with me and not necessarily with like, I feel like the writing's just confusing. We're here at the nail salon. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook while we're here, get my nails done, and then I'll check in with you guys later when we get all done.
Oh, that girl, she's on top of the world. Her name is Eden. A number one. She's brighter than the sun. Her name is Eden.
All right, here's a little nail reveal. Super cute. I actually really like how they turned out, but I was able to listen to a little bit more of the book. It is, again, just kind of a little weird. Like, I just don't think that any 16-year-old boy actually thinks like the way that the author is describing. Like, it's so emotionally charged, so intense, so introspective, which is really sweet, but also just like, it just doesn't really make a ton of sense. So regardless, that's that. We are gonna keep on reading and just we'll see what happens, but we are now 3.5 hours into Call Me By Your Name, 4 hours and 15 minutes left, so we're getting closer. Everyone, I feel like I need to quickly talk about the fact that I look like I'm probably trying to commit a hate crime right now with how dark my hands are. I just put self tanner on. I'm actually gonna be taking it off, or like rinsing it off in about half an hour. But it's just developing right now, which is why I look a little crazy and why I'm wearing a hoodie in the middle of the summer. But yesterday on the train, I was able to finish Call Me By Your Name, and I have a few thoughts about it. Unfortunately, I really wanted to like this book. I really wanted to like this book because I've just heard a lot about it. I haven't watched the movie, but I've like heard about the movie. The movie was apparently so good, and like Timothée Chalamet, I think, was like the youngest boy like nominated for a Golden Globe because of his like performance in the movie. So I was really looking forward to reading it. I was just kind of disappointed. It was literally just about this boy who's like obsessing over this guy who's way older than him, who's just like living at their parents' house for the summer. He's like almost like a foreign exchange student, but he's like in his 20s, you know, so it's not quite. He's just kind of, I guess, learning how to cope with these feelings of like obsession of somebody. And then it kind of follows them also like throughout their whole summer, but then he also goes and like kind of not stalks him, but like follows up with him years and years later. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea for me. I just think it was just a little confusing, a little unrealistic, a little too focused on like the physical intimacy of the two. And I would again just have rather like read like a cute love story about them falling in love, and instead it's like basically how he like hates this person because he loves them so much. So it's just it's a really weird dichotomy, I guess. So that's my final thoughts. I think I'm gonna rate it, unfortunately, 2 stars because I don't think I'd recommend it to anybody. I know a lot of people do love it, and I know that it was a New York Times bestseller. So it obviously has some good reasoning behind that. I'm sure a lot of people love it, but for me, it was not for me. I'm actually leaving for a cruise tomorrow, and that is when I'm gonna need to be finished filming this video. So I have one more book that I wanna try to read today, maybe early tomorrow morning, I don't know, we'll see, but that is The Secret Life of Bees. This is by Sue Monk Kidd. I got this book from a thrift store, and I got it because my mom is obsessed with bees. She teaches bees in her like school class that she teaches, and she talks about bees, and she's like just become a bee lady over the last couple of years. And so I found this and I thought, oh, it looks really cute. It's also a New York Times bestseller, which I haven't really had a lot of luck with those lately, but we'll see what we think about it. I'm hoping that we can get through it. It's a little bit of a shorter book as well. This one is about 200, or actually 300 pages exactly. So we'll see how far we can get into it today. I'm hoping that we could maybe potentially finish it, because I know that I could read that much today, but we also have a lot of stuff we got to do today to get ready for my cruise. So we'll see. What I love about getting thrifted books as well is sometimes you find just little golden nuggets of history in here. So for example, this book, when you open it, there's a little handwritten note. This is from July of 2005. So 19 years ago, like this month, actually next month, 19 years ago. It says, "To my Laura, this is a healing book. I love you, Mom." So cute. That was that important to them. Hopefully that it will be important and healing to me as well. So I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to read it. Let's get into it. Actually, first let's go wash this tan off because yikes.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze, so where do we go, nah, nah? Just let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away.
So it's later in the evening, and we actually are here making like food over a campfire. We got all our stuff made. Everyone just went off to go kind of explore, and I got tasked with sitting here just to watch the fire. But I have my book, so I'm gonna sit and read and watch this beautiful scene because it's stunning out here. I have to kind of whisper because everyone else in my house is asleep. It is 12:14 in the morning in the AM, and I leave for the airport in 6. So great, but I really want to keep reading before I have to get on my plane. So I'm going to try to read one more chapter of it, which is only a couple of pages, and then try to get a little bit of sleep, and then we're going to read this in the airport tomorrow as well. So.
Yeah, I'm slipping away, yeah. Just like I am dreaming, walking around in this love haze. I wanna stay in this feeling, but let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away, oh, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional.
from beautiful sunny Florida. We just got back from the beach. As you can tell, my hair is super wet. I just washed it, but that is where I finished The Secret Life of Bees. This book ended up being really, really good. It was a very fast read for me. I was able to read most of it actually on the plane yesterday, and then in our car ride from the airport to our Airbnb, because that was like an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. So I got a lot of it done. I think overall I'm gonna give this 3.75 stars. I don't know if it was a 4-star book for me. It was really, really good. I understand why people love it so much. It's about a girl whose mother dies when she was young, and her dad is extremely abusive, and it's during like the Civil War movement. So she's got her black nanny essentially, who she helps break out of jail because she got arrested for disturbing the peace, even though she wasn't doing anything wrong. And so she breaks her out of jail, and they run away to go find this place that her mom left a clue to her for, and her things. And so she's able to find the family that she lived with before, that her mom lived with, and kind of have like a really big growth and awakening there. So it's a really good book. I really did like it. I think I would read it again. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to go ahead and give it a sunshine emoji, just because we're here in the sunshine state. And I will see you all in my next video very, very soon.